Hey, what's up guys? It's CT and this is the Apple Watch Series 2. Apple released a sports edition along with several other models back in September of 2016. They all have the same internals consisting of either an aluminum body, which is the one I have here, a stainless steel, or a ceramic body. The 42mm sports version, which I have here, is made of aluminum, while the front is made of ION-X glass technology, which is supposed to be harder than glass, but I beg to differ. I was able to scratch mine within the first 2 weeks of me owning it. It also sports a GPS and heart rate sensor, a dual-core processor, a brighter display, and it is water resistant. So in this review, I'll give you my experience after using it for about 5 months and whether or not this is the right type of watch for you. So let's talk about design. Although the watch hasn't changed much since the first generation, it still does look great on the wrist and does hold up well to daily use. The buttons on the side look good and are responsive and are actually useful for getting to shortcuts and to scroll through menus. The overall machining of the watch is solid and the attention to detail is apparent. However, I should note that I was able to nick the body within the first 2 weeks because I did bang it against a door. But surprisingly, the watch did not break. So anyway, on the left-hand side, you have a speaker and a mic. The big ceramic piece here in the center is the heart rate sensor. And I should mention, check out the attention to detail right around this ring. There are also buttons for the watch bands that allow you to easily swap and replace bands as you please. Now, if we flip the watch over, we're greeted with a gorgeous Retina display. However, Apple could have opted for a far superior OLED display that would render blacks darker. Come on Apple, it is 2017, so hopefully with the 2018 version of the watch, we'll see an OLED display. But that isn't to say that the display isn't great. Colors are vibrant, they do pop, and the bright display makes it easy to see even in direct sunlight. So overall, I am happy with the design. I'm looking forward to what Apple will do with the Series 3 watch. Maybe we'll get the OLED display, maybe we'll get a thinner watch. We'll have to wait and see. So now on to watchOS 3, which is what drives the entire watch. It looks like Apple got it right this time. watchOS is intuitive and it is very fluid. Animations are fast and app transitions just flow. But just how much can you do with this software? How useful is it? Now, I use the watch for 3 main reasons. The first is the notifications, second is the activity and fitness tracking, and third is for glances. So on to notifications. When you get the watch, you are prompted to go through a setup and choose which apps you'd like to receive notifications for. However, it's not until a few days after that you begin to use the watch that you realize which are actually important and which cause a nuisance. But don't worry, you can easily turn them off via the watch app on your iPhone. It would be cool to have more control of this on the watch itself, but hopefully Apple will include this in a future release of watchOS. Messages are by far the most useful since you can reply via Siri or even with handwriting. I also find the calendar appointments and the standing and activity alerts, which keep me active throughout the day, super useful and good for reminders I would have missed otherwise. So now on to the activity and fitness tracking. The Apple Watch does a few things really well and the rest it just kind of doesn't. I was an avid Fitbit user for a long time, and although the Fitbit lacked GPS capabilities, the community, challenges, step counter, and sleep metrics were huge motivators to continue using that device over switching to the Apple Watch. Apple lacks the community and fun challenges that the Fitbit brings, so switching over was definitely a huge letdown. However, it doesn't mean that Apple's doing just a few things right. While the Fitbit uses steps as its primary fitness goal motivator, Apple uses rings, in which you must complete your move, exercise, and stand goals for the day in order to fill them up. Achievements are there, however, since the community is so small, it just doesn't add too much value. This is, however, my second most used app since I can easily track my workouts and get a somewhat accurate calorie reading. It becomes even more useful when you're cycling. Built-in GPS is fantastic. I will usually leave my iPhone at home and bring a pair of Jaybirds with me. I can then pair it to the watch, set the workout, and take off. Once I get back, the workout is automatically synced with my iPhone, which you can easily look at by going to the activity app. The built-in GPS is accurate, and paired with the heart rate sensor, you get a somewhat reliable exercise report. Finally, let's talk about glances, which is the primary motivator for getting an Apple Watch. Apple provides the customizable watch faces, which you can load many different glances to provide information summaries. For example, here I have weather, time, day of the week, and fitness. This comes in super handy since rather than me having to pull my phone out to view these statistics, I can easily just take a glance while either I'm on the subway or walking down the street and get an accurate reading for these things. So no complaints there. So what's my final verdict for the watch after 5 months? I think the watch suits my needs pretty well. Although battery life is not that great, since it does add another device that needs to be charged, it does give me a full days of use, so it's not that bad. Fitbit, on the other hand, I was able to get maybe even 5 to 6 days of use using it every day. Although I do wish the watch was thinner, had a week's long battery life, and an OLED display, it does what I needed to do pretty well, so I'll continue using it for the time being. I should add that I did give this bonus points for the waterproofing. It's easy for me to work out, jump in the shower without having to take my watch off. Water ejection works perfectly well and does get the water out of the speaker relatively quickly. So who is this watch for? If you don't already own a smartwatch, you do have an iPhone and want the latest of tech, then this watch is for you. However, if you already have a smartwatch, maybe even a fitness tracker like the Fitbit or the Garmin, then this watch just may not be for you. Just remember that if you do get this watch, you're locked into the Apple ecosystem, whereas if you have the Fitbit, it's portable across all others. Just as well, the Fitbit provides sleep metrics and other useful things like having the community in which you can challenge people, whereas the Apple Watch kind of lacks that. But anyways, guys, that's it for this review. If you guys have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them down below. If you like this video, leave it a thumbs up and let me know what you guys want to see for future videos. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.